Let's go, huh?
The battle plays us 1-2. Gotta make layups. We gotta rebound.
This is Utah Tech basketball and the John Judkins Coaches Show.
Great win. Proud of you. Let's keep it going.
And hello there again, everybody. Welcome to John Judkins Coaches Show. Rod Zundel here, along with the head coach, John Judkins. His show is presented by Strap Tank Brewery and Family Restaurant on East Crosby Way here in St. George. Trailblazers have two important home games this week with UT Arlington on Thursday and Tarleton State on Saturday, Coach. So this is a big week because they're right there, one game above you in the standings and even with you in the standings.
Rod, tell me which week is not a big week. They're all big. I mean, the WAC's good. And going back and thinking about this weekend, we lost to, we felt bad. We didn't play as good as we should have. But, we lost to the number one team and number two team picked in preseason on their court.
Last week.
So it's a tough thing to do. I still hate losing, but, it's hard to win on the WAC, and it's hard to win on the road. I'm not saying it can't be done, and we're going to do everything we can to get it done. We did get one win this year on the road with our Abilene Christian, and that's our goal, is to continue to do that.
Yeah.
But they're a very good team. Both those guys are very good teams, and we got to come ready to play and do the things. And you almost got to, I wouldn't say play a perfect game, but you can't get out hustled, you can't get out physical, pushing you around, and that's kind of what happened in our Cal Baptist game. And I love the response back that we had at the Utah Valley game. I thought we did some really good things. They're a very good team. They execute. Their offense. They hit some big time shots when they needed to, and we got some calls that were kind of questionable, but again, that's just part of being on the road. You just got to play through those. Yeah.
All right, before we get and go any further, got to talk about the important stuff. Homebrew drink is the root beer, homebrewed from Strap Tank Brewery. So there you go. You got
stuff.
that after the show.
All right.
All right. So before we get into what's coming up this week in Burns Arena, let's go back. Last Thursday at Cal Baptist, the preseason favorites. You had mentioned that you got pushed around a little bit, and you wanted to see that change against Utah Valley. Do you think that you became more physical and tougher against the Wolverines?
Yeah, we did. I mean, we gave up, 17 offensive rebounds against Cal Baptist, and I think we gave up total rebounds. I mean, they out-rebounded us for one away. Yeah. So we did a lot better job on that. So that's a positive sign. The guys can take some criticism, can see it on film, and then get better. I thought that was a lot better. If we would have done that against Cal Baptist, I think that the whole thing would have changed, because they scored 30 points on second chance points. Yeah. And you take those away, plus the foul shots, we fouled too much, changed the whole game.
Okay, let's take a look back at Saturday first with Utah Valley. Another edition of the old Hammer rivalry. And Ethan Potter played for Utah Valley for 3 seasons, his first time back playing against his old buddy. And as we take a look at the highlights, you got him the basketball right off the bat, and he went in for a dunk and said, "Hey, I'm returning."
Yeah, this is a good play. First play of the game, we ran a good little pick and roll, and Chance does a great job of reading what the defense gives them. They didn't tag Ethan. They would have tagged him, we would have had Noah there. But again, great fall, good thing there.
Slow start shooting, but your defense was tough.
But that was a good wall up. But I mean, again, maybe keep your hands up a little higher, but I loved how he walled up. That's one thing we've been trying to teach our guys to do.
And then Juice says, "Hey, I want part of that."
Yeah, that one, again, most block. I'm not a big block guy. Block shots are out. I think they're bad because they normally get fouls out of it.
Yeah.
Or you're beat, that's why you have to block it. But there's a great rebound by Dario. Dario came in. He's getting better and better, Rod. He's getting better and better with
Dario
that.
Domingos, the senior transfer.
Yeah, this was kind of questionable, but he hits a 3. But no, he's been working on his 3. Our bigs, all of our bigs, we got to keep those bigs honest.
So he came off the bench with Ethan in foul trouble, and also Toby Reeby came off the bench and gave you some good minutes.
Yeah, Ethan, I felt bad for Ethan. Ethan got some really bad calls and had to sit him a lot. But again, it gave Dario a chance to get some more minutes. It gave Toby some more. Toby's going to play a little bit more 4 now with Madiva being gone. He's got to do it. I saw some spark in him. There's a great extra pass. Again, we watched this film today as well, and when we share the ball and we keep it moving, we call it play with pace.
Yeah.
We're pretty good. There's a great drive by Chance. Read the screen. The guy goes under, does a nice job pulling up. And then again, there's an extra pass.
Yep.
Chance could have probably shot that, made an extra pass, got a wide open 3 for.
That was part of a 16-1 run where you took a 5-point lead at the end of the first half, trailed by 1 at the half, and you got off to a great start in the second half.
We did. We were battling. Even that last play, the second half, thought we could get a last shot, and we maybe shot a little early. But again, we're moving the ball. Look at the ball moving. Our spacing's good. Our pace is good. We're sharing it. You know, and again, teams go on run. I saw Britt do some things in that game I haven't seen for a long time. He was being really aggressive offensively.
Yeah.
You know, there's a step through, gets a 2-and-1.
Yeah.
He's doing some good things. There's some good ball movement. Great shot fake by Tanner, gets to the rim.
Yeah.
Could have got a 2-and-1 right there, but didn't.
This was setting up to be a classic rivalry finish, and Potter had to sit with 4 fouls, 3 technicals between the two teams, and frustration seemed to set in, but you didn't give up. You kept fighting and coming after it.
Yeah, it's a rival game. I mean, there's emotion. There's, you know, things that happen, and you know, I got one I shouldn't have, and then they called another one on chance. You know, where same thing happened on Thursday night, and they didn't give it to us, and then that game they did give it to them. It's kind of frustrating. But again, we got to keep playing through that stuff. We talked about that today. Hey, when things go bad, we can't start arguing to the officials. We can't start arguing with each other. We got to go to the next play, next play, next play. And I think our guys today, we did that in practice, and I saw that, so hopefully we can keep that up.
Ethan, in his return, 12.7 rebounds, 3 assists in limited minutes because of foul trouble. So he was fighting his way. Holt had 3 for 4 from beyond the arc. He led the way with 15.
Yeah, he did some good things. He got tired. You know, that's one thing without having Madiba. You know, we're down a guy, so we have to sub more. We have to give guys some rest. And their minutes are way too long. I gotta get them a rest. As much as they don't want that, they need that. And so that's one thing we talked about today as a staff is we got to sub more. We got to get guys more rest so they can finish the game strong. I think we ran out of gas there at the end.
Belonga, 11 points, 7 rebounds, and Trujillo also in double digits, 12 points and 5 assists.
Yeah, and then again, Dario, what did he? Dario
11 points in 9 minutes.
Yeah,
5 for 5 from the floor.
Yeah, again, so again, there's some different combinations. And that's why I challenge the guys with Madiba. I say, hey, when one goes down, everybody's got to play a little bit better. Don't try to do it yourself. Just everybody's got to play a little bit better, a little bit harder. And I'm starting to see it. You know, it's going to take some time, but I'm starting to see it.
We talked about this a little bit moments ago. You could see it on the highlights. You got killed on the boards Thursday against Cal Baptist, but the Wolverines were one of the best rebounding teams in the WAC, and they only beat you on the board by 1 offensively and overall.
Yeah, we did a better job of that. You know, they are one of the best. They send almost all 5 guys.
Yeah.
The Cal Baptist game, they just bullied us. They were just being more physical, and they just pushed us under the basket, and we didn't fight back. The Utah Valley game, I thought we fought back and we were tougher, and that's why it changed. So we got to. I mean, that's the same in Arlington this weekend, Tarleton on Saturday. It's going to be the same stuff. It's just you got to be the tougher team, and normally the tougher teams are the teams that normally pull out a win.
First 9 minutes, you had 9 turnovers. You finished with 19, so you took care of that. But that first 9 minutes kind of getting laxed with the basketball, but you were still fighting, and you forced 14 turnovers too. So your defense was there.
Well, that 8-minute mark, at the 12-minute mark, excuse me. 8 minutes into the game, we had I think we had 8 turnovers, something like that, crazy at the first half. Just maybe trying to do too much. You know, Utah Valley is a very good defensive team. They don't gamble a lot. They just get in the right positions and they're long. But when we start sharing it and the pace, you know, Coach Jake always says keep the music going. I mean, keep the ball moving.
Yeah.
It's a lot, but when we start bouncing it and try to go one-on-one, that's when we start getting our turnovers. But again, they adjusted and they came out in the second half and it was better.
This was a battle between you and the Wolverines of 2 of the top 3 scoring teams, 2 of the top 2 shooting teams. He shot 47% from the field, 33% from 3, 18 for 20 from the free throw line. Those numbers you'll take every game.
Yeah, again, we're right there offensively, just taking care of the ball. That's the main thing, taking care of the ball. And we got to do better getting offensive rebounds. Because every time we did get offensive rebounds, we scored out of it. We got extra possessions. When you're shooting that well, you got to get those extra possessions. You know, I like, again, the threes could be up a little bit higher. We want to be at 35 or higher. Foul line, I love what we're doing there. We just got to get there more.
Yeah.
You know, and I think we're driving and we're kind of giving up on the drive a little too early. It's keep going, keep being physical, make that contact and finish kind of what they did. But again, I thought overall offense was pretty good. Defensively, got a little tired, got a little lazy. They hit some big shots where maybe we didn't close out tight enough, or we overhelped when we shouldn't have. Just things like that. But again, it's a rival game, and they play extremely hard.
A lot of guys on the floor Saturday.
A lot.
That we're getting after.
Yeah, and I love that. I love seeing that, and that's fun to watch. It's fun to coach, and hopefully it's fun to play. It hurts a little bit, but you know, you got to sacrifice some things to win games, and sometimes it's your body.
Scheduling is weird this year with a couple of teams leaving in the WAC. You got to play teams 3 times, and kind of the travel is kind of all whacked out, no pun intended. But Utah Valley was sitting waiting for you all week at home. You had to fly from Riverside, California after Thursday night to take on Utah Valley. Got there Friday at a practice in the arena in Orem. But let's go back to Thursday night as we take a look at the highlights. Cal Baptist had lost their first 3 conference games on the road. They were in desperation mode, and they kind of showed it. They came out, but you guys fought hard, and you started off going to Ethan right off the bat. He had a great game. Yeah,
they're a good team. They started on 3 road games, 3 tough ones: Utah Valley, Arlington, and Tarleton. I mean, you couldn't have picked a worse schedule for them. So you knew they were going to be hungry. They're a better team than that. And they were in every one of those games. That's the thing that's crazy. But you're right. We come in, I thought we started off pretty good. Things are going well. We're moving the ball. Offensively, again, was some really good things we did. It's just they killed us on the glass.
Yeah.
And, and they were really aggressive. But we didn't give up, Rob. We kept battling. And that's what I love about this team. It doesn't matter. But again, there's our share in the ball. We got guys in there boarding. We had Toby there playing the 4 a little bit, get some more rebounding. We went a little bit bigger, trying to keep them off the glass. Ethan does a great job. These guys recruited Ethan pretty hard too. They tried to get him.
Yeah.
So I knew this was going to be a big game for him. It was a big week for him all in. There's Tanner, just being in the right place at the right time. Active hands, denies that, and then there's Ethan running the lane, and it should have been a 2-and-1. But again, plays through contact and just score it. And there's another one too. Again, misses it. But Tanner keeps it alive, and then going to put back with Ethan. He was being really aggressive. Ethan's got the skills and the moves to score. I got to get him to want the ball more.
Like that.
Yeah, want the ball a little bit more. Keeping him honest. He likes his left shoulder. He's got to be able to go to his right shoulder once in a while and just keep him honest. But, I thought he played extremely hard in this game.
20 points, 9 rebounds, 6 on the offensive glass.
Yeah, one time he got 3 in one possession.
Yeah. He wasn't going to let anybody else take that ball.
Well, and he was hustling around like crazy, and that's why I got to get the other 3. We got to have at least 3 crashing, not just Ethan. But again, I thought he did some good things. I was worried about Saturday going back to his old school. Would he try too much? Would he be? And I think he gave it everything he had on Thursday. I think he was pretty tired.
Speaking of rebounds, Noah Belonga had 6 rebounds to go along with 17 points. Chancellor Heel, 13 points on Thursday with 4 assists. So you had some guys step up. You're without Madiba Owona, so you got to have guys step up, and you've had them do that at times, but just not enough and not long enough.
Yeah, and again, that's where I think they get tired, and that's where I have to do a better job of my substitutions. Britt's going to get more minutes. Tanner's going to get more minutes. Toby's going to get more minutes. And Dario's going to get more minutes. We have to do that. And as much as guys think they can play 40 minutes, they can't play the 40 minutes we want them to play that hard. It's just almost impossible.
Yeah.
And so it just wears you out, especially you play on a Thursday and then you go play again on Saturday. You got to try to keep them as fresh as you can. And they were tired. There's no question. I said, guys, this is how our league is.
Yeah.
We're playing Thursday, Saturday, the rest of the year. So or even Wednesday, Saturday. We just got to be ready for that kind of physical play and that the travel. And like you said, it's just there's a lot of tough things. But those were 2 good teams that we lost to. So we can't get down on that. We got to rebound back. And like we've talked before, Rod, you got to win your home games for sure, and then on the road you got to get some splits. If you can do that, you're going to win the conference. And so we got a chance tonight or this weekend to go get 2 wins at home. We need people there. We need our guys to be ready to play, and it's going to be a war.
Yeah. Thursday against Saturday against Utah Valley had 19 turnovers, only 9 turnovers against Cal Baptist. So you protected the ball pretty well. And Coach, I like numbers. Again, you shot in the high 40s, 48% from the floor, another 33%, 6 for 18 from the 3, and 14 of 18 from the free throw line. So you've got everything there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Well, we just got to get stops. Defense wins games. We always say that offense brings in the fans and defense wins the game.
So rebounding too, because they had 17 offensive rebounds, resulting in 24
that's part of defense.
Points.
That's part of defense. You know, you just got to do. And again, they had a good night. They shot a ball really well, and the next night they didn't shoot it as well.
Yeah.
You know, and they still won, but they didn't shoot like they did against us. So we have to do some things. Teams are always out to get us.
Yeah.
And that's okay. That's a good sign. Our guys, you know, they got people want to beat us. They know we're a good team, and we're excited to get the best effort we can get out of everybody. So we'll be ready.
Well, in both games last week, you took care of the Stars, held them pretty much under their average, but somebody else came up and had a career night, and that's what you're looking for from your guys.
Yeah, and we talked about both teams. I mean, we said, hey, Daniels is going to get his shots at Cal Baptist. He's going to get 20, 30 shots up. We got to not let anybody else beat us, and we didn't. Number 33 hurt us. I can't remember his last name, but I always remember numbers. 33. Yeah. He hurt us a little bit. And then the Utah Valley game, we did a really good job on Jackson, number 2, and Holcomb, and then, you know, Linhart goes off, number 10. He goes off on us for
20 plus
career night. So we got to be able to, you know, take some guys out of the game, which we're doing, but now we still got to not let other guys have career nights.
All right, well, time for somebody to have a career night or two
for us.
This week, Thursday and Saturday. We'll talk more about that a little bit later. But coming up next, we got one of the guys that really starting to play well off the bench and getting used to the surroundings here at Utah Tech. Dario Domingos. That's when the John Judkins Coaches Show comes back.
Welcome to Utah Tech University. From classrooms to cliffs and lectures to lakes. Here, we celebrate active learning, active life. Our trailblazers learn by doing, are career ready, and solve real problems with real partners to meet community needs. Here, students get the full college experience and choose from 300 affordable academic programs. All in one of the most stunning destinations on earth. With this as your backyard, life is just as active as your education. Come experience active learning, active life at Utah Tech University.
And welcome back to the John Judkins Coaches Show. Rod, the coach Juddy, and please welcome the transfer senior, Dario Domingos. Dario, this is your debut on the John Judkins Coaches Show. Glad to have you here.
Yes,
now, if you'll notice here in the next few minutes, the smile on Dario Domingos, it's catching, man. He's got one of the best smiles on the team, Coach.
He does, and he's got a lot of energy. He's loud. He gets the guys. He gets the guys going. I really like his energy. He brings practice and games. I mean, he's one of our voices, one of the leaders with with the voices, which I love.
Pretty good half-court shooter too in your coach-player challenge too.
And he shot a 3 last game. He didn't make it though.
Yes, I told Rod, I said I'm gonna make it.
Yeah, because he was shooting it in practice and he made it. And I said, "Can we see that in the game, please?" And that's my fault, Coach.
Yeah, you're lucky you made it because I had a sub going for him. I had a sub going for him. I went in, so I grabbed the sub and pulled him back.
I looked straight at him. I was like, I told you, I got you.
No, again, we got to get our bigs to have confidence in that. And one thing that's going to make the big guys come out and guard them, and then we get into our stuff. And we always tell them, hey, shoot it or look like you're going to shoot it, so they have to decide what they're going to do. But he's been working on that. All the bigs have really in shoot around. It's been good.
All right, so you grew up in Angola, and then you moved to Texas and played your college ball mainly in Texas for the last few years. So you're coming off the bench now, and you're starting to really get acclimated to what Coach wants you to do. And you had your best game in a Trailblazer uniform against Utah Valley Saturday. 11 points in 9 minutes to go along with 4 rebounds.
Yes, sir.
Just talk about the way you feel, and now you're getting comfortable.
I just think we guys need some help too. You know, we have 2 games on the road, and then Ethan needed a little help. So I just try my best. Not Coach put me in the game and just get anything I got, everything I got. Get rebounds, play defense, and
his minutes. I mean, he might play 2-3 minutes at a time and get him out, get him some rest, and get him back. And that's one thing. When he got here, he was a little bit out of shape. There's a 3 right there. So he's trying to get back into shape. I want him playing more, but he's got to play. He's got to get that shape going again. But I love his size. I love when he's down that low block. I think he's going to get fouled or score every time.
And here's one of those times. Dario, do you feel like there's anybody that can move you off your spot? You're a strong dude.
Being honest, no.
No? So, yeah, I mean, I covered, the glory days of Shaquille O'Neal when I worked in the Salt Lake market, and he would just bully people down. You remind me, now you're not as big as Shaq, but you remind me that when you get the ball, people just kind of fall off your shoulders, and if they try to come in, they're going to hit the deck.
I just get a little scared of offense foul too when I have the ball. Just get scared not to hit them too hard because of offense foul. But
like a bull in a china shop, don't know your own strength sort of thing.
Yeah.
So, Coach, what have you liked about the improvement he's made since he arrived here in St. George to what he's doing now coming off the bench?
Well, again, first thing was his his shape. That was the thing that killed him at first when he got here, was he could only play about a minute and he was dying trying to breathe. So he got in better shape. He again, where he played last, they always kept him down in the low block, and you can see why. But and then guarding stuff. Now in our league, the bigs are outside.
Yeah.
They're not as much inside with their back to the basket. So he's got to learn how to guard the perimeter, and that took him some time to learn that. And then he had to kind of get our offense going. Where he came last year, he went right down to the post and posted up on the block and give me the ball, and there you go. So he's had to learn those kind of things, but I think he's really done a good job with that. He works hard. Again, he's a fun guy to play with. I mean, the team loves him. He's kind of our, I wouldn't say clown on our team, but he's kind of the guy that just has a lot of fun. Wherever we go, it's always Dario doing something fun for everybody, calling guys different names, and he's calling me JJ now for some reason. I don't know. But anyway, it's just fun. It's just
that's a no-brainer.
I know, but Juddy to JJ to Coach to whatever, it's good. I like it. But he just brings the fun of the game, with that practice and so forth. And I love that about him. But he's got to continue to get better. He's got to continue to be ready, and he's done that. He's and that's why you see him get some time. Yeah. And we've talked about it early in the year. Hey, you got to be ready. You got to be ready. And I know I'm ready, Coach, I'm ready, but when he gets that time, and again, there was Saturday, I thought he did really good. Yeah. So now I have a little bit more confidence to put him even in earlier, because of what he did on Saturday. And that's what all the guys have to do off the bench, is don't be mad that you're not playing as much. Don't be, I'm only going to get this, or I'm mad at Coach. Get out there and do your best and do what you're supposed to do, and then it gives me trust to go to him a little bit more.
Yeah. And Dario, you talk about a different style of play here in the WAC than what you've been used to. But you played in the WAC at...
I was a UTA first, then I transferred to Tarleton State.
Yeah, so you know what it's like. But coming here in the system and having the big man have to play different positions, was that difficult? And you feel more comfortable now that you can take advantage of your talent?
Yes, I do. It's kind of different because, when I was my first year in the WAC, you just play more inside, Now this year it's just a little bit different. We are playing outside, catch the ball, shooting threes, and we've been working on that with the big. So yeah, we're working on that.
Yeah, and he talked about you having a lot of fun. Have you always been like that? Have you always been the guy that has been vocal and trying to get everybody else just to have some fun?
Yes, I just try my best just to be happy, always being happy, It's nothing can make me sad. So I'm just enjoying to be here, enjoying my time, yeah.
It's good to have.
Yeah, that's good to have. You got to have one or two of those guys on.
You do, yeah.
Because you don't want to get too stressed out.
No, you don't want to get, it's both ways, Rod. You don't want to get too stressed, not have any fun. Then also you don't want to have too much fun and not be serious. So you got to find, and that's where I think he's really good. He has fun and we have a good time, but when it's time to go to war or go to work, he's ready to go, ready to go to work. So you got to find that mix. And a lot of times it makes me think, hey, I got to make this fun for him. If we're not having fun, then it's just not it's just not going to be good. You got to have some fun in this game, and if you do that, you play better. I really believe that.
Enjoying basketball, having fun.
That's
That's all about.
Well, I have fun when he is hanging around a little bit more. Yeah. All right, so you grew up in Angola. Tell us a little bit about yourself, family life, and growing up and coming over here.
I grew up in Angola, in Luanda, the little small town, Kakwaku. I have 4 sisters, and I grew up playing soccer. I didn't play basketball till I was 15. So I was playing soccer, and then I just started growing up, getting bigger, and then the kids really didn't want to play with me in soccer because I was too big. Like one day, I just remember like the day I was like, I'm done. I had the ball, and then I'm running with the ball. The kid in front of me, he was like, and then he just get out of the way. He was like, I'm not guarding him, and he just get out of the way. Then I was like, yeah, I think I'm done. I need to try something else different. Then I started playing basketball.
You didn't want to beat up on the smaller kids anymore, huh?
No.
Did you ever think about playing football?
No, we don't
you
have
even
a
know
football
football back
there. We
then?
don't have
Over
football.
there?
Football we call soccer. Like
Right,
soccer,
okay,
I call
gotcha.
here, we call football there.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't know that until I came here. Yeah, but I did play here last year. Basically, I was on this NFL program in UK too. We would fly to UK. We were doing some workouts. The NFL have academy there in UK, so I was playing football there too.
Really?
Yes.
So what position did they have you?
I was
Defensive
playing
end?
tight end, the end.
Tight end, defensive end?
Yes, sir.
Tell you don't want to get in his way, Coach. I wouldn't want to tackle that guy.
Oh, that's why I didn't want Lance to look at him too close and take him away from me. So, but no, again, he's got great hands, and he's big. He can run. He can move. Getting him in shape. But if we do a sprint just down and back, he can go. He can go, and so I can see why guys would want him to do that.
Yards.
Yeah.
In football, you have some huddles you can rest and do it.
Did you have a 40-yard time?
I think it was 5'8" or 5'7".
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, sometimes the things that hit hardest are the slowest moving one, right?
Big deal.
Yeah. So, all right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll look ahead to the two games this week at home. Arlington on Thursday and Tarleton State on Saturday. That's when the John Judkins Coaches Show comes back.
Welcome to Utah Tech University. From classrooms to cliffs and lectures to lakes, our trailblazers learn by doing, are career ready, and solve real problems with real partners to meet community needs. Come experience active learning, active life at Utah Tech University.
All right, back here on the John Judkins Coaches Show, Rod, Coach Juddy, and Dario Domingos, senior. All right, guys, Thursday, UT Arlington. Mavericks are 11-5 overall, second in the WAC at 3-1, right a game above you.
Yeah.
I know it's early, still got things, but you got to take advantage of your home games against teams right there when you have them.
Yeah, and they're 3-1. They've had 3 home games and 1 away game. So we have to, take care of the home court. This is kind of give you homecoming.
Yeah.
He plays both teams that he played for.
Yeah.
This weekend, so it'll be a fun one for him to see. But these guys are good. They play really hard. They're really physical. They're going to bring it at us. We can't lay down. We got to be physical and be that tougher team.
And when you look at these guys, they've won 3 in a row. They beat Cal Baptist, Southern Utah, and Saturday a 10-point win over Abilene Christian. And when you look at the highlights, they're led by 2 seniors, McCreary and Seamster. McCreary is a 6'4" guard. He can light it up from 3, but he's also a strong dude.
Yeah, he's big. He's a big guard.
He had 8 threes against Southern Utah, by the way.
Yeah. Again, look at him. He goes to the rim right there. Again, we got to. He's got some good size. They're athletic.
That's Seamster,
They
6'7".
really, they push hard. They got a post. They're good. They're a very good team. And like I said, they've played 3 of their 4 at home.
Yeah.
But they're well coached. They do a great job of playing extremely hard.
And that right there is a transfer, 6'11", Goodman from Penn State. So
yeah, they get some guys. A couple of years ago, they had one kid from Kentucky, if you
Yeah.
remember. They got some money and some NIL stuff
Yeah.
that they do, and so we know they're going to be out there. But we like our chances. We feel we match up well with them.
And then Saturday, it's Tarleton State in Burns Arena. Right now, Tarleton is tied with you for 3rd in the WAC. So, Dario, talk about this. These are 2 teams that you played for, and now in 1 week, you're going to crack at them in a different jersey.
Yes. A UTA, Coach KT, he didn't coach me when he wasn't there, but I did get to be with him on the summer for like a couple months. I was there, but Tarleton, I was there. I get to play with Coach Gillespie.
Yeah.
Yes, and then I think Tarleton, they play really hard. That's a great team.
So what does this mean to you to get a crack at the teams that you played for just a couple of years ago in 1 week?
It's just personal. I just have to play good, like Coach trusts me, and then get in the game and do my best.
Did you put any extra pressure on you saying, guys, see what you missed?
No.
No? Are you telling the truth?
You just do your job.
Are you telling the truth? Coach? Coach, he's saying all the right things.
No, he will. Again, and that's what I was worried about with Ethan. And it's not don't do too much. Just let it come. Let it come to you. But hey, maybe the 50-50 ball or that extra long rebound or whatever. Those are the things that he's got to want. I mean, it's not like, hey, give me the ball, I'll show you. No, we'll get him the ball. We're going to get it to him. We're going to get him the right spot, and we'll give him the ball. We feel he can do some damage. But I'm excited for him. I think it'll be a fun.
There's no pressure.
Fun thing. Yeah, go out and have fun.
Yeah. Okay. So last week, I asked if you could hit a 3 during the game. Coach, I'm going to do this. I'm going to ask if you can get a one-handed tomahawk dunk and then run back down the floor against your former team, just with a nice big old smile.
I got you. And I'll look at you too.
Yeah. Okay. Coach, is that okay with you?
He'll come out and look at you, and the guy will beat him up the court. No, he won't. He knows better, huh? He knows better. He saw that on tape today.
I saw that.
He'll knows better.
Well,
we're excited.
Yeah, this is your chance. This is your chance to regain what you had 2 weeks ago and to get right back at it and say, okay, we are here and we're ready to contend.
Well, yeah. I mean, you look at our league. Our league's good. We talked about it today. There's not going to be one team with one loss. Teams are going to have 2, 3, 4 losses who win it. We just got to get better every day. Now we're at school back in. We hope that our student body comes out and support us here. I mean, the last couple home games, nobody student-wise were there. So this is a big one. Come on back, support it, and let's pack the Burns and go win 2 games.
Yeah, this is a big game Thursday night against UT Arlington, 6:45 pregame on the Fan Sports Radio and on Trailblazer Sports Vision on YouTube, and then the same thing on Saturday against Tarleton. Dario, thanks for coming in, buddy.
No problem.
I can't wait for that. And a big old smile.
There you go.
All right, Dario, Juddy, thank you. We'll see you Thursday night, Burns Arena, 7 o'clock tip against UT Arlington. See ya.